Welcome back, everybody. Dren608 Plays. We're playing Baldur's Gate 3 here. I tried to leave the monastery. I was trying to see if I could get back to like the Selûnite temple thing to go through the Underdark, and it warned me that I was leaving the area that I want to travel forth. I said yes, and it kicked me back here to camp. So the only thing I can think of is there's going to be something that happens here at camp that I don't know about yet. So we're going to do that first. We're going to do a rest, even though I don't want to, because I don't think it's going to let me leave. Because, I mean, it's like end the day is already done. So I don't have much of a choice here. So, we're going to go ahead and go here and see what happens. I assume something's going to happen here, some kind of cutscene. Okay? So let's see what happens. I don't know why they're forcing me to have to sleep. But it's done this to me before. Okay. I woke up. Okay. That's a good thing.
Supreme Kith'rak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Ooh.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Should I have her take the lead? Cronies tried to kill us. Why should Lae'zel listen to you? I think that's a fair question. Or I could have her take the lead. One or three, one or three, one or three. I'm gonna go with Cronies tried to kill us. Why should she listen to you?
I knew you would fight, and I knew you would win. I needed to ensure Vlaakith's trust. This was the only way.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel.
No, she doesn't.
Within
I do.
it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
Are you talking to the person inside? Do you know who that is?
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlaakith's tyranny. The prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people.
Okay.
Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kith'rak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness. You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it.
What do you want to do? Lae'zel, I'll have your back. Vlaakith's led you astray. I believe him. So should you. Kill him. This is your chance to earn Vlaakith's redemption. Well, I know that it took two constitution points from me, so he speaks the truth. It took 2 of my constitution points.
I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Is that it?
Lae'zel, I see Talakma Gear in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away.
Okay.
I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust.
Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Well, that was different. Item received. Run inside the sector. Press I to review. Okay, I just got something else. What else did I get here? What is this? Let's see. Can you equip it? Doesn't look like you equip it. Okay, so it's not a piece of equipment. It's just something I carry around with me. Alright, where are we at here? Do I have to talk to her about this? Would strike me as something I would need to do. Maybe I don't. I'm so very confused on where everybody is. Well, nobody's at their tents, so... Wyll's up there, but he's not here, he's not here. Is she at her spot? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I would imagine I have to go talk to her about this. There's Shadowheart. Alright, let's go talk to Lae'zel. And I think, before I go to bed, I might go around and talk to everybody. So you've seen the big cutscene. What's the time? 8 minutes now, almost 9 minutes in.
Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me.
Well, let's ask her, what does Ascension entail exactly?
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
Does this mean you agree?
I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood.
Who's the one in the prison, do you think?
I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
And if he's wrong? His claims are wrong and Vlaakith's are real? Okay, that's all the questions.
Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better.
Okay. Let's move on. Is there anything else?
I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kith'rak Voss at Shares's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
Okay, I'm going to spend some time here going through some of these things, so if you don't want to see all the conversations with a lot of the people, you can just kind of check out now. Kind of give you that thing. I want to ask some of these questions because I've been putting off talking to these people for a long time, and I think I have to ask some questions of various people, so... hatchery egg with a single egg. How many does this clutch usually contain?
Kalir's clutch held 3 dozen eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of creches that harbored 100.
Do I really want to find out about Githyanki stuff? Why not?
Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Though it must be said, you are an uncommonly adequate member of your species. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children.
Who does the lay?
Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once.
Okay.
Go on then.
This instructor is always so brutal?
My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell.
What reason? Rage? Entertainment?
Survival. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. They underestimated me, so they paid the price. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
Okay. What about the discs from the crash that we found?
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Tirsu markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense. No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but there's a common speech translation beneath, carved in a different hand. It's a story about Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Who's Orpheus?
A traitor. A dead one. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it.
Tell me what it says.
Very well. I will read it to you. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlakith." But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, still Kith'rak, lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. True heir, glorious prince, there's no greater crime than to exalt the pretender called Orpheus. Disregard this drivel. Gith declared that Vlakith should be queen. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Geich.
And if it's true, sounds like Vlakith betrayed Gith and seized the throne.
You speak like Kith'rak Voss. You accuse Vlakith of the unthinkable. As unthinkable as the greatest living knight turning on his queen. Well, enough conjecture. I did what you asked, so let's be done with it.
Okay. We'll be done with it. I know she's not going to do this. I don't care about Asterion, so let's leave here. Shadowheart's over here. I haven't talked to her in a long time. Let's go talk to Shadowheart real quick. I'm going to make the rounds to everybody, and then I'm going to go to sleep, and then we'll start up next time.
All's well, I hope.
Of course, unless something's the matter.
No. I just wanted to see how you felt after the night we spent together. When we talked and kissed.
Perhaps we got carried away by your company, but not like that. It was a mistake. We shouldn't have forget it ever happened. You first. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I hope there's more to come. You first. It's got to be one of these two. don't know. I don't know what I should do. You first?
I can't recall the last time I shared so much with someone. Maybe I never did before. It meant a lot to me. You mean a lot to me.
Okay.
And that was before the kiss.
I'll do number 1.
I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship will be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well.
Let's just leave her at camp. Talk about it. That goes back into that whole thing. I don't want to push that right now. Shower worship. I seemed intrigued when House mentioned Dark Justice. Something strange happened. That artifact you carried seemed to just come to me. That's true.
I felt it.
You take it. I just suddenly had it.
You wouldn't have been able to take it. The artifact has a will of its own. It'd fight back if it didn't want to be with you. I felt it go from me to you. You need its help, just as it needs us. It's still just a box, after all.
I suppose you'll want it back?
Might not be possible. It's stubborn that way. Prone to lashing out. Keep it for now. We can all help to protect it.
Okay. Alright, that was good information about the whole artifact thing. Who do I need to talk to next?
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Can I talk to everybody else next? I can't even find Kith'rak. Can't find the 3 that are not in my group. Do I need to talk to Wyll about anything? Then I think I'll go and do a sleep.
There's a schism growing among the Githyanki people, and Lae'zel just took one step towards choosing a side.
How does it feel to be a devil?
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
Freak of nature, gods, but you're hideous. I see the blade of frontiers, no more less. Being who's been touched by the hells, I don't know what to make of it. Quite a handsome devil, if I do say so. I'm gonna say I see the blade of frontiers, no more, no less.
It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the blade of frontiers again.
We should get out of this pact?
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
There must be some loophole in the contract that lets you out.
There could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
We can beat her if we put our worms together.
We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Okay, that's enough of that. And we're at 25 minutes, so let's go do the rest. Let's see what's going on. Can we finish our sleep? Anything else gonna jump on me? Oh, no. Okay, we got through that, but we lost our thing, I'm sure. Yeah, I gotta talk to him too. I need to do my speak with animals. And talk to
The
Scratch.
dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
Yeah, the first time he did that, he had a ball, and I didn't keep it. I don't know where it went. What do you got there, Scratch?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me.
It's a
All I
salami?
know is I thought of you when I saw it.
It's a salami? I'm sorry. If a dog got their hands on a salami, it would not be given to a human. Alright. Okay. So I got a salami. I'm sorry, if a dog found a salami, I can guarantee you, you would not be seeing the salami anymore. Okay. Do I need to talk to the others? There might be more to learn from them, but I don't think it's necessary at this point. Kith'rak always told me about Soulcoin powering her up. Okay, now if I go out to the map, this is a test here before we leave for the day. Can I actually get to like the Emerald Grove environs? I don't know if I can go there. So let me see if I can get there. Well, I can't go there. So I can't actually... Can I go to the wilderness? What happens if I go to the wilderness? What was it? I don't want to go there. Oh, it's not letting me get back to any of these places, is it? It says a player can't something, and it doesn't slow down long enough to... Alright. Leave camp and return to my adventure. Where's it going to put me? I did try to go through that barrier to take me back to the original wilderness area. Maybe you can't travel across the wilderness areas? Is that what it is? Yeah, that's the original Baldur's Gate storyline. Okay, so I guess you can't fast travel across. Alright, can I fast travel here? Okay, so it looks like I can fast travel this way. So if I'm looking to dump stuff, I really need to get back by the Emerald Grove. Because I do have a lot of stuff to get rid of. And see if Aron has anything for me to buy. I don't think there's any other... There's no other guys to deal with because I had to beat up the... Okay, so Aron is here. So I'm going to go to the Emerald Grove environs. See if I can get in there. I might not be able to get in. And if not, then I'll go to the Selunite temple thing. And we'll swap out Lae'zel for Kith'rak. That's what I probably should do. Probably should have Kith'rak with me, shouldn't I? I need to learn how well she works. I kind of know how to use Asterion. I know how to use Gale. I'm learning how to use Wyll. Although this only having 2 spells with Wyll is very... I don't know. I always thought Warlocks were a little bit more than that. Let's move here. See if we can open the door. If we can, I'm going to jump back and grab some of that junk. Okay, so we can go in here. See if what's her name's going to attack us because we're coming back. Oops, I don't want to do that. Did I not open that heavy chest?
Open up.
Oh, there's gold. I'm going to take the gold. Gonna attack me? She's not going to attack me. Okay. So I'm going to come back down here by Aron, the trader, in the hollow. Now I'm going to do a quickie. I'm going to run back to camp. What's my time? Oh, I'm at 31 minutes. So we're going to stop here. I'm going to, since I'm planning on going through the Underdark, I think I'm going to start off with Wyll and Kith'rak to start with. Because she doesn't have a good night vision. I'll leave her with the egg back at camp. With the Githyanki egg. That should keep it safe. Right? Right. Okay. I'll do that offline. I'll get us set up. And I'm going to grab a bunch of like the non-magical junk that we have. And load Kith'rak and me and maybe even Shadowheart up. Try and get the spells and potions distributed out to everybody, and then we will sally forth after that, okay? So if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. If you really like to see, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notify bell, be notified to upload videos and our scheduled streams. We definitely have some interesting storylines going on. We'll review the journal at the beginning of our next thing as well, to kind of see where the storylines are going. And then we'll dump a bunch of stuff, maybe pick up a couple things from the Druid's Grove, and then head down to that either the Selunite temple, or there was another place I could get into the Underdark. I have to figure out a way to get into the Underdark and see what we can do. Alright? Alright. I'm Dren608. Until we meet again, stay safe, and bye-bye.